All right, thanks everyone for coming along tonight. This is the 6th instalment of the Community Coaches Project, with thanks to the Northeast Link project. Special guest tonight is Jack Fleming. Jack is a very accomplished coach. He's been the assistant coach of the JackJumpers for their first 3 seasons in the NBL, and this season they were lucky enough to win the championship. So he's got some great insights. Jack grew up in Diamond Creek. He played in the EDJBA, and 3 years ago he was running Box Hill Senior Secondary College program, so he knows all about the local basketball. I'm sure you'll get a lot out of it. We are taping the session tonight. Jack, if anyone asks any questions, if you could just repeat it back so that they can hear it. But if we could just make Jack feel welcome him with a round of applause.
Thanks, mate. I will apologise for my croakiness. If you can't hear at any point, please move in or down or whatever fits. As Paul said, I've been lucky enough to spend the last 3 years in the NBL, but before then I was coaching under 16 boys at Hawthorn, under 14 boys at Diamond Valley. So as much as I've spent a little bit of time in that space, I've felt plenty of your pain as well. As Ross said, he had 10 and now we have 7. That is, or whatever we have, that's really the challenges of coaching and the reality. So my first thing is what's really relevant with coaching is like who plus why equals what plus how. And what I mean by that is who we're coaching, why they're playing, and why we're coaching equals what we do and how we coach. And my point to that is that I'm not going to come out here and show you what we do with the NBL, because they're doing that for a different reason, you know. And most of your athletes, while they're trying to improve and get to the next level, they're there to have fun, enjoy the game, grow, and what we're looking and hoping for is that they might stay in the game for a long time. And whether that's as a coach or a referee or a player, part of, you know, our job or your job as junior coaches is that. And we don't get a lot of practice time, but the more that we can get out of our practice and the more enjoyable that experience is, the more that players will want to come back and they're going to want to come and enjoy the game. So everything tonight for me is about, you've got between 6 and 8 players, you've got your half court, and you know, you've got an hour, and how can you get the most out of that? So what I will do is I will coach this like I had this is my team, under 16 girls, under 14 girls, and I've got an hour, and how I would run practice if I was back coaching under 14s or under 16s. I will talk as loud as I can, but again, as I said, you know, I'm a little croaky at the moment, so if you can't hear, please move down. But I think a rough structure for me that I enjoy as a coach is, if I've got an hour and I've got a junior team, approximately 20% skill, everyone's got a ball, dribble, pass, shoot, 20% 3-on-3, 4-on-4, whether that's shell or whether that's dribble penetration or whether that's fast break, little breakdowns, and then hopefully if you've got enough players, that last 20 minutes is 5-on-5 or, you know, some scrimmage. And while that's a rough guide, if you hit that within a given context, you're going to be somewhere on the money. But I think that first 20 minutes or that first 20% of practice, you want everyone to have a ball. You know, you think about when you go and watch a movie, like, you rather know whether you're probably going to like it in that first 20 minutes. So I think that's what we want to think about with our practice as well. And then a big thing for me is the learning environment. And you think about a baby when they're learning to walk, right? They're walking, the parents behind them, they fall over, they roll over, you pick them back up, they keep walking, and eventually there's some failure, but with enough repetition, they get the hang of it. And what I mean by that is, I want my practice environment to be safe uncertainty. So I want there to be some mystery, some challenge, some mistakes, but I want that to be safe. I want them to feel like they can screw it up and they can get back up on the horse and go again. We don't want the environment to be too safe where everyone's a robot and we go from A to B to C, and then when we get into the game, we can't make any decisions. But we don't want it to be so uncertain that if I fail, it's going to be a disaster. And I don't know how to get out of that. So for me, it's about safe uncertainty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these girls and we're going to think about that first 20 minutes of practice, okay? All right, girls, here we go. Let's get our 2 lines on the baseline on the lane lines. Quick, here we go. Good, 2 lines. Who's ever done or seen horseshoe or turnouts? Again, put up your hand if you've done or seen that drill. This is a bit of a spin on that. So, girls, what you're going to do is you're going to bounce the ball on your outside hand. So your hand closest to the sideline at shoulder height, okay? And you're going to skip. So you're going to pound the ball and skip. When you get to the level of me, you're going to dribble around me at waist height. You're going to go in and make a layup and run to the other side. As a team, we're going to make 20 layups, okay? Now, when the person in front of you gets to the block, the next group is going to go. So it's almost like we're going to go all at the same time. How many are we making? Go! Next, go, go, go. You got to go around me. Got to count. Getting 20, you got to count. What are we on? How many? Go, go, go. How many? How many? What are we on? How many girls? 12? Okay, hold there, hold there. Good, we got 20. Good. And again, we talk about safe uncertainty. Like, as the coach or whoever you want to put there, they're in the way. The player's got to be awake. They're not just running around a cone, okay? And you can put into that whatever you'd like. But again, everyone's got a ball and everyone's moving. All right, girls, now you're going to take one hard dribble. You're going to go inside out. So you're going to go, the ball's going to be outside your body. You're going to get the ball to the middle of your body, and you're going to make a short jab with your foot. So it's going to be one bounce, inside out, one bounce, inside out. Now when we get into the key, we're going to make a power layup. Okay, so we're going to get our feet nice and wide, point our shoulders to the baseline, and shoot it off the glass. We're going to make 10. How many? 10. Go. Next, go, go, go. Got to count, got to count. What are we on? Go, go, go. What's that, 6, 7? And hold, hold, good. And think about this. If you can try and use this principle, approximately 3, 10, 30. So 3, no more than 3 teaching points. All right, 10, about 10 minutes, but most importantly, 30 seconds to get them going. They don't need to hear me talk for, 2 or 3 minutes about how to do the drill, give them a coaching clinic, 30 seconds to get them going to keep your practice moving. And how you might do that is you might explain it, you might let them go, and then you might add a teaching point. More than talking for the whole time and then hoping that they remember everything. Yep, okay. So now what we're going to do, girls, is you're going to take one bounce and you're going to cross it over. So we want to snap the ball, yeah, from outside our hip, snap, 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 okay? And now we're going to shoot a floater, okay? Who shot a floater before? Yep. So I want you to try and shoot the ball the height, all right, of the square. The top of the square, we're trying to shoot for that height. We're going to make 7. 7. Here we go. Go, go, go. Next. Snap it low, below your knees. What are we on? 2. How many? What are we on? 5? Yeah. 6. Okay, hold. Good. Now let's have one line in the corner and one line on the lane line. On this side. Yep. Now, whose job is it to count? Yeah, all right, I'm croaky. I'm not going to have a voice at the end, okay? It is your job to count. Yeah, okay, so now you're going to take one bounce and you're going to go through the legs. One bounce through the legs, one bounce through the legs. Going to go around the coach, and now you're going to get to the edge of the key, okay? And you're going to plant your inside foot and shoot a jump shot. Okay, so you're going to end up on your left hand going this way. You'll end up on your right hand going this way. And again, with turnouts, we're always in the middle of the floor. Now we're just going to change the angle. Okay, here we go. One bounce through the legs. Go. Next, go, 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 go. Good, around the coach. We're making 7. Make it 7. Need one more. Need one more. Okay, hold there. Now let's get 4 lines. Elbow, elbow, short corner. One ball in each line. Good, okay, and again, that right there, you do whatever you want with it. Whatever ball handling is relevant for your group, whatever finishes you like, all right, you can layer in that little package there. Okay, so now we're going to do some shooting, all right, girls, you're going to shoot the ball, all right, rebound it. When you rebound it, you're going to take one hard dribble on your left hand and you're going to pass it off your left hand to a different line. Okay, so you must pass it to a different line. You can't pass it to the line, right, that it came from. We've got to make 7 baskets. Go. Okay, hold. Now, we're going to 7, right? Yeah, and half the group keeps shooting. And always the challenge with whatever group you coach is this. Yeah, we talk about communication and whether that's talking, but the other half is listening. I think 2 good things. One is just only say things once as a coach. Like what happens is that I'll say we're going to 10, I'll walk past one player, go, what are we going to? And then I'll keep walking, another player, go, what are we going to? And we become slaves to the players. And you just make that a blanket rule as a coach. Only say things once. If you didn't hear, ask somebody else. And what will happen is your group will start, what are we going to? But continue to hold your players accountable to listening. Because when it comes to the heat of the battle and you've got to draw a timeout play and someone forgets, that'll lose you a game. And it's not a big deal, but it's a big deal sometimes. Also, what you saw there was I didn't give any teaching points, but I just explained the drill and let them go. And then we can layer in our teaching points. So now, girls, all right, what we want to talk about is shot prep. So just imagine you're underneath the rim. Yep, you got your rebound, okay, and you got to throw it out here. Okay, so ball's back there. So you're down in the stance, got your fingers up, you got hungry hands. Yep, spread those fingers, all right, and how does she know you're open? You're going to call for her name, all right? And what sort of pass do you need to throw? Yeah, hard and flat, okay? So we want to pass it hard and flat. We want to have hungry hands, and we want to use our voice, all right? Hopefully it sounds better than mine, yeah? All right, we're going to make 15. Go.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Again, for your group, maybe they've got to make 12 in 1 minute or 20 in 2 minutes, but put a score and a target on it and go after it week by week, and you're trying to improve, and you do this. It's not a bad thing to do the same things every week to a certain point, and then you don't have to say a word. They're running this, it's their show, and they've got to hold each other accountable. What are we going to? What are we going to? Good. All right, so we had 2 extra shots, but we're getting there. All right, put the balls back. Good. So 1 ball in each line. 1 ball in each line. Good. Okay, now when you get your rebound, can I have it? You're going to get your rebound. All right, you got to pivot once and rip the ball. Okay, and now when you throw it, you're going to close out. Okay, your job is you're going to shot fake and slide dribble and get away from my closeout. Shot fake and slide dribble. Let's have a look at that. All right, get the rebound. Okay. I got to rip it and secure it. Now I'm going to close out, shot fake, slide dribble, get away, and we're into our shot. All right. Ready? We're making 12. Go. And again, not so much the closeout, but the pivoting and the passing. We're just hiding some vegetables in the spaghetti sauce. How can we get little things in there while we're getting some shots up? Pivot, throw it on your outside hand, have some fun with it. And again, the advantage of doing the same thing every week, you get a chance to layer your teaching points. You might be talking about the past 1 week, that gets good. Now we're talking about our shot prep. And then the next week we're talking about our closeout, but it gives the players something to build on.
Can you do this kind of drill with any age group?
Yeah. The question was, would you do this drill with any kind of age group? I think absolutely, just change the score and the target. You're shooting threes, we're going for 3 minutes, you got to throw it behind your back. We're shooting it from the block, we're going for 1 minute, whatever. So I think so. All right, beautiful girls. 1 ball and a partner. 1 ball between 2, grab a partner. Yep, that's 1 group of 3, that's good. Jump on the elbow behind and jump on the elbow behind. Good, you're gonna face the split line and you're gonna face the side line. Yep, right here. So you're facing each other. Beautiful. Yep, exactly like that. Down in a stance, just going to hold the ball out. Don't touch it yet. Okay, you're on defense and you're on offense. Yeah, at any point in time, you're going to snatch it out of her hands. Okay, you're going to take one hard dribble on your left hand and you're going to shoot a power layup. Okay, once she snatches it, your job is to get back in front and contest, but you can't block it. You can't block it. Let's have a look. Good. Okay, everyone have one go each. Go. When you're ready. Okay, hold. Good. Okay, now, most players miss layups because rather they don't get their eyes up early enough, okay, or they shoot the ball low on the backboard. And we all got taught about the top corner of the square, but it's really, really important. So again, as a coach, I'm coaching layups, I want to stand on the baseline, yeah, so I can see where their eyes are. Okay, so girls, we want to get our eyes up early, okay? We want to initiate contact on our drive and hit them with the shoulder, all right? Girls and boys, we're always trying to teach physicality and how can we be comfortable with contact. So when I drive it, I'm trying to put my shoulder through her chest and then I'm trying to shoot the ball high and soft off the glass, okay? We're going to make 10 as a group. Go, whenever you're ready. Good, and just watch their eyes and then watch where the ball hits the glass and you'll see where the challenges are. Go, next. Sorry, guys. Okay, hold. Good. And again, what do you guys see when you watch that right there? Slow, right? Yeah. So, girls, once one ball hits the rim, the next one can go. Again, safe uncertainty. Nobody's going to die if they get hit by a basketball while they're going up for a layup, but we want to keep this thing moving. Okay, now it's live. Right, so defense, it's live. Once she snatches it out of her hands, right, you can steal it, you can block it, you can do whatever you want. It's only one shot. Okay, let's go from the wing now. Let's go from the wing. Yep, still inside the three-point line. We're still inside the three. So let's go right on that green marker there. Again, down in a stance, ready to move, snatch it whenever you want. Go, next, go. Next. Good. Okay, hold. And again, this is a game of deception. So I'm playing with you, right? Yeah, that's how we got to snatch it. Try and snatch it and get away from your partner. And now when you drive it, you're trying to get back in front. I'm trying to drive the driver. So if we're on a train line, right, walk with me. Yep, now you're on show. Right, don't mess it up, all right? If we're on a train line and that's your rail and this is my rail and we're heading to the basket, you're trying to get back in front, I'm trying to take her rail. Yeah, so I own these rails here and I'm physical and you hit me and I hit you, all right, and I get an and one. All right, but girls, we've got to be physical on our drive. All right, let's have a look at it. Here we go. Down the stance. You're going to start with it, snatch it whenever you like. Be deceptive. Go again.
I'm going to let her take it.
Good. And again, you're always at any level, you're trying to find different ways for how can you teach competition and be a little bit nasty, yeah? Because when it comes to competition, that's what it's about. And they got to get to a point where they feel comfortable being physical, beating each other, all right, and saying that's okay. Good, okay, hold there. Now let's go to the short corner. Yep. So now the person with the ball is the top person. The offense is here on the baseline, face me. Good. Okay, so now when we get to here, all right, we want to initiate, just move out of the way so the parents can see, all right, initiate contact on our drive, all right, and try and take this space here. If we can't take that space, right, what option do we have? I can't get there, yeah? Reverse layup, okay? Reverse layup, one of the most underused skills, right, in basketball, right? My first option, I'm trying to get a power layup, I don't have it, all right? I'm getting a reverse layup, I'm using the other side of the backboard. Whenever you're ready, let's have a look at it. Next. Very good. And again, it looks a little ugly, a little messy, but you chip it away at it, they get nastier with their rips, right? Get more physical on their drives. And again, most junior games are won and lost right here. Yeah, at the rim, missed layups. Okay, hold there. Good. If that was too hard for your group, how could you make it easier? Put the defense behind. Yeah, I love that. Excellent. What else? If that was too difficult for your group? Yep, have to jump stop, play off 2 feet. Really good. I think like, it's not a bad thing if you say the defense, you're not allowed to do anything, you're just there. Yep, and the offense gets comfortable with some contact, but they're not going to block me, and then you gradually build that up. You know, but coaching is about starting somewhere and then rather scaling it back because it's not going well, or scaling it up, and by the time you get to the end of the season, you're trying to make it as difficult as they can, where they're at that point where they're having about a 70-80% success rate. It's not 100%, because that's not what the game is, but there's some failure there that they have to deal with. Okay, let's go with this, girls. 3 groups of 3, 1 ball between 3. Beautiful, come up. Yep. Make a circle so you're about 2 meters apart. Yep, girls, same thing. Circle about 2 meters apart. Yep, let's make it bigger. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so all that's going to happen is we've got to try and keep this shape here. Let's go 1 more step back. Yep. Beautiful. We're going to try and keep this shape here, right? You can drive it left or right. So if you drive it right, you got to move this way, you got to move that way, okay? If you snap it between your legs and drive it left, everyone's got to move. Just do that for me. Go. Okay, hold. Good. Now think about it like you're trying to catch them out. You're trying to catch them. You're trying to get to them. All right, faster. Go. Okay, good. Hold. All right, now you're going to do the same thing, but once you have the ball for about 5 seconds, you got to pass it off the dribble to one of your partners. Again, make your circle bigger. Just see the demo 1 time. Go. Good, good, go, go, go. Okay, all 3 groups go, have a crack, keep going. Okay, hold, good. Okay, again, Don't lose your shape, keep your shape. All right, now every pass, all right, you got to throw it outside your body. So I bounce it, all right, I've got to throw it outside my body, or throw it back to me. Good. All right, outside my body. And again, it's not necessarily what we're going to do all the time in a game, but we're trying to create an environment where kids aren't afraid to try things and they get outside of this little box, right, that they're comfortable with. Girls, I want you to go at a pace that's just uncomfortable, just a little faster, right, than you're comfortable with. Go. There you go. Okay, good, hold. All right, now let's have 2 girls over here and 1 over there. Yep. Beautiful, guard the ball. Yep, get rid of your ball. You're in the middle. Yep. Girls, you're just gonna have 1 defender guarding the ball. So now it's 3 on 2. Make your circle a little bigger, right? But now, okay, you're guarding 2, it's exactly the same drill. You're gonna bounce it, you're gonna guard her, get away from pressure, and you're going to throw it off the dribble. Once she makes a pass, you'll guard her. Let's just see the demo from this group. Go. Good. Okay, hold. And what you're going to see is that we dribble in one spot. And then we want to get rid of it. And this is about creating space with our bounce, right, to create passing angles. Yeah, we want to use the dribble to shorten the pass. Yeah, and then everyone's got to move off the ball, right, to shorten the pass. This is all about press break or dribble penetration, right? So girls, you want to use your dribble to create a passing angle. You have to get away from your defender and find a window, all right? Girls, on defense, if you get a deflection or there's a bad pass, all right, you flip it over. Offense goes to defense. Deflection or a bad pass, the defense is a referee. All right, go, have a crack. And again, what you're going to see is, keep going, some passes off the dribble that you might not see in a game. Yeah, a snappy left-hand pass over the top of your shoulder. Again, a little bit of pressure, but not too much where they don't feel comfortable doing it. Love that, look, left-hand hook pass. Excellent. Okay, hold. Right, now you must dribble. Have you been out? Have you been on defense the whole time? All right, get someone out of there. Good. Okay, now you must dribble for at least 3 seconds. Okay, so you've got to use your bounce, all right, to shorten a pass. Yeah, you must dribble for at least 3 seconds. Let's give the defense a rest. I know they're getting tired. All right, flip them over. Let's go see if we can get one behind the back pass somewhere. Go. Good, find a window, get closer to somebody. Okay, hold. Hold right there, go back to where you were, yep. Ball's here. And what you'll see is that, what's your name? Bella bounces it, all right? But now, what's your name? Sammy, you've got to create an angle, so you've got to get on your bike and move so the ball can see you. All right, the ball has eyes. All right, we want to play in windows, not hide behind doors. All right, and it's exactly the same as this. All right, the ball's on the wing. Good. You drive baseline. Yep, drive all the way to the block. Yep, and your job is to get in the window behind the ball, right, so the ball can see you. And that's exactly the same in press break, all right, is that not only is it the ball handler, right, but it's the people off the ball. They start doing Homer Simpson in the trees, like get me out of here. Hopefully no one passes it to me because we're being trapped and pressed and we can't get the ball over halfway. But there's two parts to that and it's both really, really important. All right, let's have a crack at this, girls. So again, that's probably a little long with some explanations, but that's 15 to 20 minutes. Shot, pass, handle the ball, you know, get everyone with the ball in their hand and comfortable. And now we're moving on to advantage, disadvantage, 2-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, that sort of stuff. Okay, so let's have this, girls. Let's have one line, all right, in this slot right here with basketballs and one line in the dunker spot there. Yep, no balls, here you go. Yep, put yourself right underneath the backboard, right here. Beautiful, and again, to your level, but if you're coaching under 10s, under 12s, all right, I'm the coach, I'm the defense. So all that's gonna happen, you're gonna start on your right hand. Yep, you're gonna snap it through your legs or behind the back, you're gonna drive it down the lane line on your left hand. Just tuck it underneath your arm, imagine you drive it. Yep, off you go, just walk. Beautiful. Okay, I'm the defense, you're on offense. Okay, so now the ball has eyes, you got to get to a place where it can see you. All right, your first job is score. If I play in the middle, you score a layup. If I step up, all right, you make the pass and you must shoot a layup. Okay, and what we're looking for here in an ideal world is a pocket pass, all right, or a lob. We don't want to pass it in the strike zone in 2-on-1 because that's where all the hands are. So we're looking for hopefully pocket or lob. I'm the coach. I get to dictate the reads and how difficult it is. Right, girls, once the ball hits the rim, the next group can go and we'll just flip lines. We've got to make 7 layups. Okay, you're going flat out whenever you're ready. Go. Good, next. 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 Good, next. Good, next. Good, how many we got? 4? All right, let's go to the other side. And now let's get a third line. Let's have a real defender. Yep. And again, I think in 2-on-1s, especially with young kids, right, the biggest challenge is they drive to pass. Yep. And you'll do any sort of 2-on-1 at maybe your level, and the defense is in the middle, and they pick up the ball and they're trying to find a passing angle, and that's where it's got to be me first for us. I'm trying to score first, and that will open up passing angles, and that's going to help our team. Yeah, me first for us. And I think that especially 12s and 14s, that's a good mentality to have. Maybe not with everybody. I'm sure you've got someone on your team who wants to shoot every shot. Right? They might be we first for we, but for everybody else, right, it's got to be score first. So now we're going to add a player as a defender, make it a little bit more difficult. All right, whenever you're ready, go. Turnover, 1 pass, next. 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 Okay, hold. All right, now move to the wing. Yeah. And again, there's some growing pains in that, like people aren't ready, rah, rah, all right? But sometimes they have to figure that out, you know. But keep your practice moving. Next, next, next. There's a few reps in there that are, you know, crappy, or people run into open layups, but that's trying to teach your team that you better move or we'll move on without you. Yeah, you don't want to always be waiting for your players, right? So now we're doing the same thing, but you're allowed to drive it middle or you can drive it baseline. Okay, so if we drive it baseline, right, you're getting to the front of the charge circle, right, with your hands low in case there's a bounce pass, right, go back. If we drive the ball middle through the elbow, you're going to circle underneath the backboard. Again, you've got your hands low, ready for any bounce pass, okay? And I think just thumbs down, hands low, ready to catch a bounce pass. And then defensively, we want to think about the charge circle is death. So we want to get out of the charge circle and carry our hands, and we want to talk about stunting, all right? You want to be like a sword fighter, all right? In and out, and try and put the ball in some indecision. Right, so out of the charge circle, right, you're a sword fighter. You can drive it either way. Whenever you're ready, go. Great job, excellent. Next. Okay, hold. All right, you're in charge of the drill. Yep, so make sure that there's 2 people there, and then girls down here, we need to move way faster. Let's take 2 and let's put them back over there, quick. Again, once one group is out of the way, the next group's got to hustle in. Yeah, all right, and I want your job, you're just going to say low, all right, you're low, all right, down the stance, and you're calling what? What's her job? What's she going to call? No. 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 What are you going to call? Low. Right? We're going to call low. Okay? Low. Go. One pass. Great job, excellent. Hold there, good. And sometimes what you see when somebody makes a mistake is everybody stops, or they look at you like you're going to fix it. Yeah, so part of practice is just, you got to normalize mistakes. Like, next, let's go, let's keep this thing moving. That's normal. And when we get to the game, like, it's 50% mistakes, and how well do we play through that more than being perfect in the game? And it doesn't mean that you're not coaching. You're still coaching, drive to score, get your hands ready, all those things, and you're using your assistant and doing those things, but we're not going to dwell over one mistake because we want those girls going into Friday night or Saturday feeling like they're on top of the world. Yep. So now we're going to do this half court 2-on-1. Let's have gold up here, all right, and blue underneath on the baseline. Yep. Good. Half on that circle, half on this circle. Yep. And let's have 2 blue players come up here. Yep. We just need chuck that ball behind you. Yep. Jump on the edge of the center circle and jump out. You're going to come in next. I'll show this half court, and then we'll show the full court version for those guys who are lucky enough to have a full court. All right, so what's going to happen is you're going to pass the ball back and forth, all right, just to each other. Just do that. Beautiful, hold. Okay, one of you girls jump on the charge circle. Yep, beautiful. Now, you're on the edge of the center circle. At any time, all right, what's your name? Zoe, okay, can try and steal this ball, okay? But as soon as you move over the circle, all right, you're out. So you go. As soon as she moves, we're gone. It's 2-on-1, okay? And you must touch the other side of the circle, and now it's 2-on-1, all right? And you're trying to get back in the drill, okay? Let's have a look at it. Make sense? As soon as she moves, don't pass it, off you go. Let's have a look. Good, play. Good, all right, next group, yep. When you're ready. Good, next one. So again, now we're 2-on-1 plus 1. So we know there's someone behind. We've got to get on our bike and move. Good, next. Got it. Okay, good. So if you're full court, she would be able to score the ball down the other end. Okay, because we're half court, everyone knows you're $25. Okay, now let's have a look at the full court. So same setup. Good, let's set it up. Let's get a blue on, can you girls flip? Right, so now just jump off, just jump to on the sideline. You're still in, jump off. So now girls, you're gonna play a 2-on-1, okay? Once a shot goes up and blue, you get a rebound. Now you're gonna play full court 2-on-2, okay? So if it goes in, you gotta take it out. Gold, you gotta go and guard the ball, all right? And then you're playing full court 2-on-2, okay? Once the ball crosses halfway going that way, the next group can come in and start, all right? So if you have a group that you practice with down the other end, anytime you can go full court, all right, I would highly recommend it if it's suitable. All right, let's have a look at it. Here we go. Good, next group, get ready. Good. Drive to score. Good. Take it out, blue. Take it out. Blue ball. Good. Hold there. So now what we get a chance to do is, what's difficult in the half court is we not get an opportunity to go from one possession to the next one. Yeah, how quickly can we make a layup? And then maybe your teaching point might be we need someone up on the ball. Yeah, we need someone on that baseline, right, pressuring the ball so we can get to our next job quickly. And again, if you only have half court, maybe just the other team has to get it to halfway and then we're done. Right, let's have a look at a few more girls. I want you to think about, you're on offense, right, driving lane. If my driving lane's open, I'm scoring a layup. Yeah, if someone takes that away, right, then the passing lane's open. Girls, once we shoot a layup, we've got to be on the ball. Okay, here we go. Good, play. Good, up on the ball. Get on the ball. Yeah, when you're ready, here we go. Good, go, play. Good, one more. Excellent, good, hold there. Hold there, good. And again, that's 6 or 7 minutes, first team to 3, right, 2-on-1 into 2-on-2. And if you're a pressing team, maybe you might work on some concepts in the back court, like if the ball goes in, you can go and trap the first pass, as an example. Any questions on that one? Just there's a bit more to it. Yeah.
That person on the defensive side of the circle,
yeah,
trying to intercept that big five play, are they?
Correct, yeah. So, no, it's a good question. So if you're going full court, if the defender on the center circle stole it, they would go and make the layup and then you would play back this way. Yep, if you didn't have the full court then. okay? But their job is they're on the line, okay? And as soon as they move, they can't pretend to go back. Like once they're in, they're out of the play, okay? Make sense? Okay, beautiful. Let's do some defense, unfortunately, all right? Actually, we'll do some receivers here. Let's have offense and defense in the corner there, offense and defense on the wing, offense and defense in that corner. Yeah, so one blue, one gold here. Let's go one blue, one gold at the top, and one blue, one gold on the wing. Yeah. Let's have gold on offense. Okay, you've got the ball, right, and you're right on the baseline. You're next to her, and you're going to face me, right on the baseline, right on the baseline. Yep, and go shoulder to shoulder. Now, the ball's going to be over here, so you're going to be underneath the rim. What do you call that on your team? Split, beautiful. Jump, start on the wing. Yep. And if the ball was on the wing, where would you be? Yep, what do you call that spot? Help, beautiful. Just go a little bit more towards your man. Okay, so in the circle passing, right, that we worked on before, it was all about when the ball moves on offense, you got to find a window. So now this is a little bit more like 3-on-3. It's the same concept. So what's going to happen is you're going to make the pass to me, okay? As soon as that pass goes, you're both going to run out, yeah? You must give me a high five, yeah? At the same time, you're going to rip the ball baseline and drive it to score, okay? Tuck it underneath your arm. Now, we talk about we want to get to a place where the ball can see you, right? So you're going to drift to the corner so the ball can see you, right? You're going to get diagonally opposite. Now, your job is to make a read, right? If you see her numbers pointing towards the rim, you must do what? Go and help, and now you're guarding how many players? 2. Excellent. All right, and we'll play 3-on-3. Let's get one shot. All right, let's have a look at it. Good. Okay, rotate with your partner, one spot around. Yep, here we go. Yep. So one pair should be out, should be back of the line. Yep. Now you're going to call what? Split. Yep, you're going to call. Beautiful. Go. Good. Next, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Hold up. Go again. Yep. Good. Next, 3, 2, 1. Who are you guarding? Yep. What's your job? Someone tell her. Tell her. Can't help you. All right, there we go. Okay, hold there. Good. Just get set up for the next one. And again, when we think about receiver spots, whether it's under 12s or under 16s, when I would start this, I would say no cutting. Okay, and the reason is that we want to get used to playing outside the three-point line, even though we can't shoot from there just yet, or maybe we can, but we want to cut to the rim. We're working on keeping our spacing. Yep, and again, your job is to drive to score first. Yeah, all right, and pass second. Let's have a look at it. Here we go. Hold. Okay, did you have a layup? Yeah, let's go again. Remember, me first for us. If we can get a layup, that's the best thing we can get, right? Here we go. Good, excellent. All right, next one. 4, 3, 2, 1. What's your job? Talk, yeah? Here we go. No cutting. Bad luck. Nice cut though. Here we go. Next one. 3, 2. Start on the wing. Here we go. Okay, hold. Good. Go back to here. Yep. Now you're driving it. You're in the corner, right? Yep. Now you've got to get to a place where the ball can see you. So get to the wing there. All right, so now she can see you. You stand at the top. All right, we can't see you. Let's have a look at it. Start again. Good. Next, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next. Start on the wing. Yeah. Keep going. Here we go. Excellent. Good. Okay, now let's add jump in the dunker spot. Yep, just on that side there, and jump on the split line as well. So now we're going to play 4 on 4, okay, but we're going to go the other way. So when you throw it, okay, I'm going to hold it in this hand. So now you're going to come around me and you're going to drive it middle. You've got to run around your partner as well, okay. Again, we've got to move on the drive to give space for the driver. What did we do before? When we drive middle, we go underneath the basket. Okay, so now it's 4 on 4. All right, let's have a look at it. And again, all I'm thinking about here, I'm trying to coach the defense and give them some guidance so you get a picture of it. But it's all about those 3 players off the ball. Yeah, they're down in a stance ready, and when that ball hits the ground, all right, my job is to move and get in vision of the ball so we have space for the driver. Yeah, because what every player wants to do is be a pothole and get closer and closer to the ball, and suddenly we've got 10 players in the key. So, number 1 rule, don't be a pothole, right? Okay, let's have a go. Good, all right, flip it over, here we go. And again, your job as the coach is the ability of the player. You want to give the offense an advantage. So the further out you put your hand, right, the bigger advantage you give to the offense, you give them a chance to score. Let's have a look. Okay, hold, turnover, next one. Here we go. All right, now girls, we've got an 8-second shot clock. Okay, so if you're open, you got to take a shot. 8 seconds. Okay, ready? Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Good, next one, here we go. 5, 4, 3. When you're ready. Drive to score. 8, 7, 6. Good, next one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, last one. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, hold, go again. Yep, come back to here. Now, when we talk about receivers on offense, we never want to let one defender guard 2 offensive players, right? What's your name? Well, so when Bella drives, how can you not let one defender guard 2? Excellent, you've got to move on the drive. All right, every time the ball hits the ground, all right, we got to move. Last one, here we go. Yeah. Beautiful. All righty, here we go. Round of applause for that one, good. Good. And again, that right there, whether it's 2-on-1 or 2-on-1 plus 1, 3-on-2, 4-on-3, 5-on-5, okay? At the end of the day, when you get to the half court, when the ball goes on the ground, everyone has to move. And you get an opportunity to coach your defense at the same time. Yep, it's difficult, but chip away at it. Hopefully you have an assistant, you can coach offense and defense at the same time. Does anyone have any questions on that one right there? Yes?
The fourth person down low.
Yeah.
Are you having them at the charge circle or are you having them outside the block?
The offense? Yeah, I'll put them... Yeah, they would be outside the lane. Yep, so they don't get 3 seconds. Yep.
Because they kept going inside that, so I was curious.
The offense? Yeah, so like, you know, start out and then you can be in. It's one of those referee calls. Sometimes they're going to call it, sometimes they're not. But starting out, spacing first, and then cutting and those sort of things. All right, we're going to chip away at some defense for 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll open it up to some questions. Let's have this, girls. Let's have elbow, short corner, gold, and then defense. I need 3 defenders in the charge circle. Let's have gold on offense. Yep, blue, we just got 3 defenders. Yep, so this is really simple. Gold, you can only shoot or pass, you can't cut, and you can't move. All right, defense, you're down 1 defender. All right, so what's going to happen is if the ball's there, someone's got to get to the ball. All right, and now we're going to have someone in help or the nail, and then you'll split. Again, the ball would move, okay? The ball would move again. You got to guard the ball, and your job is to get to that pass right there, okay? You get 8 seconds to get a shot up. Now, let's have you on the baseline here. Yep, ball with me. Once the shot goes up, your job is to block out an open player, okay? And then it's 4-on-4. Right, blue, if you get the ball on a missed shot, you got to get it to halfway as quick as you can. Once we do that, the drill's over. All right, any questions? No, all right, let's have a go. Your job is to call ball and carry a high hand and take away the shot. They can't dribble. Okay, you got 8 seconds. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good play, get to halfway. Good, next one, go, flip it over. Here we go, ready? Flip it over, blue on offense, gold on D. 4, 3, 2, 1, go, get to the ball. Good, block out. Good, get to halfway. Gotta get to halfway. Good, next, here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Gold on offense again. No, they were just on D. Like it, here we go, go. Block out, good, take it out. Yeah, ball's out of bounds. Good, next one, here we go, ready? 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good, next one. Good, so if you were coaching that was your team, right, and that was your defense, what would be the one thing you would say, right, if you were coaching that blue team right now? Yeah, you got communication, nice. Anybody else? Boxing out, yep. I had, I think definitely my 2 things would be that call ball, and we got to carry our hands. Yeah, great defenses do 2 things well, or 3, but They have great with their stance, great with their hands, and great with their communication. And again, this is an opportunity for these girls or this defense to not be worried about getting beat off the dribble. Yep, no one can drive it. So we've got to be great at taking away the shot with high hands. Yep, high hands buy time for our defense. Okay, so girls, 2 things, all right? Carry a hand, okay, and call ball. Yeah, we've got to take away the shot. Yeah, we can guard this for 8 seconds. Let's have a crack at it. Go, high hands, high hands. Good, get there, block out. Good, play it, go, get to halfway. Good, next. Here we go. Ready, down the stance, hands are ready to go. Yep. Get there, high hand. Hold, turnover. Good. Okay, and get the next one ready. What did we get there that bought us time? Deflection. Yeah, so the value of carrying our hands, okay, buys time for our defense. And it's something that at every level is a grind to coach. It is hands, stance, and communication. But what this does here is it gives an opportunity to be good at it. Again, if your group's a little older, move them out to the 3-point line. Okay, maybe you want to help your defense, just give them 5 seconds or 3 passes. Yep, okay. Let's do some shell now. Let's go 4-on-4. Wing, slot, slot, wing, match up. Okay, the ball's there. Who teaches when you're guarding the ball on the wing, no middle? Hand up, like no middle. Yep, a few coaches. Who teaches just guard the ball square? Yep, back to the basket. No, does anyone send the ball to the middle of the floor when they guard it on the wing? Okay, cool. I think it's a good thing to have a philosophy on when you guard the ball, just what do you want your player's defensive stance to be? So again, some teams no middle, okay? So my foot is above her foot and I'm pushing that ball right to the baseline. Right, at the JackJumpers, we guard the ball square with our butt to the basket. We're trying to keep the ball in front of us. Okay, but have a think about what you want to teach. I think square is easy, but again, personal preference. So again, you're guarding the ball, right? You're calling what? Split. I love it. What about this one? Help. Gap. Split. Beautiful. Okay, so again, when the ball moves, okay, everyone must move, just like on offense. All right, the ball moves, pass it, everyone's got to jump to the ball, help, again, move towards your man, right? And we're just going to move the ball. Right, girls, again, hand above the ball and call ball. Everyone off the floor, right, it's got to point their pistols, right, and talk their position. Right, start the ball on the wing. Down the stands, point your pistols, call your position. Go. Okay, good. Good. Flip it over. Down the stance. Good. Pressure the ball. Go. Good. Okay, hold there. Again. All right. That's shell. So now what's going to happen is if I call change, okay, change, right, you're going to put the ball on the ground. Yep. Now gold is on offense. So you can take it. Blue, you must guard a different player. A different player. You're not allowed to guard your man. All right. And as soon as you pick that ball up, it's live. Okay, if I call what? Change. Beautiful. All right, the second part to the drill is as the ball moves. If at any point I put my hand up, it's live straight away. Okay, so we got hand up and we got change. All right, ball's there. Everyone down in the stance. Here we go. Change, change. Good, flip it over. Quick, next one, let's go. 4, 3. When you're ready. Good, next. Next. Change. Good, trying to score, trying to score. Good, next. Next, next. Okay, hold. All right, and again, whenever we teach shell and the ball moves around the perimeter, what happens is we start to drop off the ball and everyone's guarding the ball here. But we want to impact the ball, all right, get our hand above it, and we want to dig up on the catch. Where's that ball? So I'm on a short closeout, all right? My job is to dig up and make her pivot, okay? Put her on the back foot, all right? And now I can pop back and adjust my closeout. But again, ball pressure, we got to have pressure on the ball and dig up on the catch. So girls, let's have more ball pressure, right, when we crawl into it. Ready? Here we go. Into the ball. Change. Good, next, here we go. Yep, ball, ball, ball. Who's on no? Yeah, here we go. Change. Good. Okay, hold there. Come over to the sideline, girls. Yep, stand on the sideline next to each other. All right, the hardest thing is to be a demonstrator, so big round of applause for the stars of the show. Good, you can have a seat. Have a seat. And again, for me, that part of the safe uncertainty, all right, when we call change, right, we've got to guard a different player. And what's that force them to hopefully do, all right, is talk. Yeah, and again, when my hand goes up, all right, we play it live. So there's two parts to your shell drill, whether that's 4-on-4 or 3-on-3 that hopefully you can add. And again, however you want to play time and score, first team to 3 stops wins the drill. We're playing for 8 minutes, whatever that is. But stance and hands and communication, it doesn't get any easier and it never gets less important. We coach it as much at our level as I'm sure you do at your level. It's really, you know, something that great defensive teams do. Do they have the will to do it all the time? And that's how you get the most out of it. A couple of last things to close off. Girls, just with a partner, 30 seconds, like the best thing you did tonight that you're going to take away, that you actually learnt. Go. Yep, just with a partner, go. 30 seconds. And I got this question yesterday, and I feel like I get it at every clinic because it's a real question. How do you get your team to communicate more? And I think if you think about communication as a skill then anytime you get an opportunity for your group, you give them a platform to talk, you're going to grow that skill. Okay, all right, what's your name? Sammy, all right, stand up. Someone had to do it. All right, you're going to tell the group, all right, biggest thing you took away.
Defensive pressure and moving on and off the ball.
Excellent. Now, I've got a croaky voice. I sound like I've been smoking 15 cigarettes a day and I'm still louder than you. So go one more time.
Defensive pressure and moving off the ball.
Round of applause. Good. But my point is that you give opportunities for your players to speak, and you're growing that skill and they become more comfortable in their shell, or when they go to school and they have to talk in front of their class, you're doing something for them that's going to help them. So think of communication as a skill. And with your debriefs, let's come over here again, Sammy. What was it? Defensive pressure and communication?
Moving on and off the ball.
Moving on and off the ball. Again, so you get someone share that and you ask your team, like, does anyone want to build on that? What does moving on and off the ball mean? What's your name? Claudia, what does moving on and off the ball look like?
Looking for space.
Yep, looking for space. Yep, does anyone want to add to that? Create plays. Yeah, so when someone drives it, we're creating space for someone else. I like how you smoothly move back into your spot. That was good. But again, when you do a debrief, A, B, C, D, things you can ask. Does anyone agree with what Sammy said? Does anyone want to build on what Sammy said? Does anyone want to challenge what Sammy said? And now you're getting somewhere. Does anyone disagree? Does anyone want to challenge that? And then the D, the deeper, like how is that going to help our team down the road? So A, B, C, D of your debrief. Again, something that you can work at, and it might not be every practice, but we get to the end of the game. What was the biggest thing we learned? Johnny. You put someone on the spot, you put them under pressure, but what you're trying to do is build a skill set. It's safe. It doesn't matter if they F it up, but you're still trying to challenge them and help them grow in that area. So I think that anytime you give your team opportunities to speak with a partner in a group, it's a good thing. Yep, and you finish practice, you say, great job, Sammy, that was awesome. That was awesome. Any questions? What did you like? Someone tell me something they liked. If you made it this far and you didn't like anything, I must be struggling.
I'm trying to encourage my boys to cut.
Cut? Yep.
And we do drills like sort of circular, like sort of getting us to running teams around and all that sort of stuff. And they do it perfectly on game day. We're lucky we've got another team that can share a call with us and we do a 10-minute game. And they do it perfectly there. It's like, oh, right, you've got to play. And then game day, it goes out the window. We're spending 3/4 of the game reminding them again about that process. You have any nuggets?
Yeah, so the question was about cutting. And we cut hard at practice, and then we get to the game and we don't know what cutting is. So I'm sure everyone's been somewhere there. Again, I think you have your points of emphasis at practice. Well, try and carry those through to your game. And I'm not saying you don't do that, but we get to that pre-game huddle. Hey, remember, when we catch it on the perimeter, look at the basket, and when I throw it, let's cut to the rim. Yep, and then you girls who are on the bench, your job while this game's going on is you're watching these cuts. And if you see a good one, get up and clap. Great cut. So I think what you're trying to do is just constantly reinforce those things when you get to game day. Don't coach in practice and then get to game and forget about all the things you're teaching, because you're in a learning environment. So you're still trying to teach. And again, you get to your timeouts. Hey, what did we work on Wednesday night? Oh, our basket cuts. Yep. When I get out, all right, and you just carry that through. Try and be consistent with your language and your teaching. So I hope that helps. Yes?
Question on timeouts.
Yes.
When's your moments to call timeouts?
Moments to call timeouts. It's a good question. I think having a guide, when I was coaching juniors, it was just if the team went on a 7-point run, the other team, it didn't mean I called it all the time, but it was a checkpoint, like do we need a timeout here? I think that having a guideline for when you call timeouts. In the second half, do you guys get 2 timeouts or 3? Two. Yep. So to me, you always want to be going into that last 3 minutes with 1 in the bank. Yep, ideally. There might be some games where you have to use both early, but you want in a close game to at least have 1 timeout up your sleeve. I think in the first half, especially if you're playing in a running clock game, like, don't feel the need to use all of your timeouts because you want your players to go and play. But my thing would be a 7-point run, a checkpoint. Where are we at? Do we need one? And then in the second half, you want to be going into that last 3 minutes with 1 timeout in the bank. That'd be my thoughts. In the NBL, we get 3, but you have in the second half, but you must call one of those before the 2-minute mark or you lose it. So that's where it's like, hey, I've got one really to burn. Any other questions? Yes? Yeah, this seems like self-promotion, but I have a website. It's called CoachJackFleming.com. It's just a blog about some thoughts about practice and juniors. Coaching Toolbox is another good one, and Basketball Australia has some good coaching resources as well. So I'll shout out to others so I don't feel like I'm just trying to pump up my own website. Yes?
It's not a question, it's just basically an observation. But I coach under 14 boys. I've got a lot of boys who tend to be ball watchers.
On defense or offense?
Yeah, they just stand there and they just watch instead of just thinking when they're on the court. They just too busy watching where the ball is. Yeah. Well, just an observation from all those drills that you demonstrated tonight. There's quite a number of drills, offensively and defensively, where you're challenging them to think and concentrate what to complete that drill. And I think that's just an observation for me that's quite critical, because I've got a lot of ball watchers and I tend to struggle.
Yeah. The question or the observation was around just having a lot of players on your team that watch the ball, and that happens on offense and on defense. Like, we have players at our level that, you know, they're supposed to be in the corner and they stand here because they get caught watching the ball. Yeah. So on offense, I think if you're thinking about players who watch the ball, it's what's our spacing? Like, where do we need to be on the floor? We need to be in the corner. Yep. And then on defense, right, I'm in a help position. Okay, but once I get to my help position, I need to check where I came from. Yep, so let's get 2 girls up. Yep, jump at the top with the ball. Quick. Yep, so I'm on the wing and I'm on offense, you're guarding the ball, and now the pass goes to the wing and you jump to the ball. You get in your gap or in your help. Or you get to your position, get down the stance, and once you get there, now you need to check where you came from. Yeah, because that's what you're saying. Go back, girls, thank you. Is that we get to our position, whether it's the split line, and then we just watch the ball, and my player's cut behind my head. So you need to get to your spot and then check where you came from, which is really important. I think on offense, we're talking about spacing. Like, we want to get in windows where the ball can see us, and we don't want to be a pothole. It's a good phrase, trust me. No one wants to be a pothole. Any other questions? Yes?
With passing, so I like the drill that you did with the 3 people.
The circle?
Sort of my teams are just a very basic.
Yeah.
From passing, what are some drills to teach passes and other variations of passing?
Yeah.
Avoid turnovers.
Yeah. The question was about passing, avoiding turnovers, growing outside the chest pass and those kind of things. I think anytime you're going to do anything on 0, as in jump up. Yeah, let's have 2. Yep, grab another ball. Yep, jump here. Yep, just face her. Yep, about 1 metre apart, face each other. Take a step back. And again, I think, like, you get to this scenario and you're only warming up, or it's before practice, but you're going to face that way. Yep. You're going to take one hard dribble and snap it behind your back. Good. You're going to catch it, hard bounce on your left hand. You're going to hook it over the top. All right, take one step that way. You're already laughing. It's going to go well. Here we go. Yep. Good. Keep going. Let's get 10. 2. Okay, hold. Good. Now, remember this. Don't ever apologise for making a mistake, because these coaches here, they make more than you. All right? Have a seat. Round of applause. My point is this. In the warm-up, explore, I think, ways to be creative. And again, the 4-line shooting drill, like you're coming out of that and you got to throw it behind your back on the way out. And what I'm trying to say is, when the environment's safe and there's no defense, give them space to explore. And try and fit that into your other drills. You're doing 2-line layups on the way back, you got to throw it, outside your body. Does that help? Yep. Yeah, great. Yes?
I've got under 17 boys.
Yep.
I've got 3 new guys who've never played before. How do you work it that you can engage everyone without focusing too much on the new boys who might need a little bit of extra work?
Yeah, the question was, you get 3 new players and how do you integrate them into your practice? They're behind on things they don't know. I think that's a great opportunity to use your other players. Like, you might have a more experienced player in your team say, hey, Johnny, you got Billy today. Yep, everything that I coach, you need to reinforce that. You got to help him, got to stand with him. I think that that's a great space where your more experienced players can play them. And then just little discussions like, what do you need help with after practice? But I think it's a great chance to use your other players and put some onus on them. Yeah.
Just a question again with the new players who have not played with the more experienced kids.
Yeah.
To try and motivate them when they're at home with their own basketball hoop, any exercises they can do, just a 5 or 10 minute exercise daily to help their motivation and their understanding of their ball skills?
The less experienced players. Yeah. So the question was, less experienced players, help them outside of practice. Yep. I think, even those basic little homework sheets, 25 threes, 25 twos, ball handling, little Excel spreadsheet, and give that to every player in your team. And here's your homework. And again, it doesn't mean that everyone's going to do it, but all you need is for 2. And those 2 get motivated by that, and you can notice that progress and chase that. So again, might be a little homework sheet that takes you 5 minutes to draw up, ball handling, shooting, passing. You're not looking for everyone to come along with you, but you might inspire somebody to do so. Last one, if there's one left. Beautiful.
All right, just before we wrap up, I just want to say thanks to Pauline for hosting tonight's clinic. Been really terrific, so thanks to you guys. We've got 4 more left of this series. We're trying to hopefully get some more funding for the next round if it comes up. So if you do get a survey, if you can spend a couple of minutes just filling that out, that'd be tremendous. I can get you to put your hands together and thank the girls for coming out tonight and being great demonstrators. And last of all, big thanks to Jack for flying over to tonight's clinic.
Yeah, I know it's cold, you want to get out of here, but on behalf of myself, thank you for giving up your time to try and improve your coaching. I hope you got something out of it, and yeah, best of luck for the rest of your season, and keep enjoying it, because I was doing exactly what you were doing 3 years ago, and I would go back and do it tomorrow. So yeah, thank you for having me.